This gonna be like quick, guys. Great rise. I know probably very few people are even up, but let's go here. I wanted to talk on something real quick. I was talking with my sister, and there's some information that we were talking about, but I'm gonna play this video real quick. Um, Let a few people come in, and
This crazy stuff right here. Whoa. This is crazy. Who channel this is? Look at all these folks. Wow. Nobody down. Wow. What? I wonder if these folks know about this. I wonder these folks had these folks seen it pay. Wow. Yeah, that page will be done tomorrow. Oh man. Wow. These folks really don't like us. Yippee.
so Grand is to all of my favorite people. The ones walking around here with that true organic energy. Come on, organic beings. Come on in the house. What's up, people? This is gonna be quick, guys. Me and my sister were talking about some things, as I said, and it's crazy how like things are unfold, and we always like look at things like, hold on now. A lot of times people don't pay attention to small things, but details to me matter. Let's start there. Little hoarse this morning. That's okay. I hope you guys can hear me pretty good, and so on and so forth. I'm looking for this other video I wanted to play, but in the meantime, so yeah, if you guys saw my title, it's talking about a couple of things. We were talking about Daniel Prude. There was a Daniel Prude incident. I don't know if you guys are aware of Daniel Prude in Rochester, New York. There was an incident where he came from Chicago to visit his brother. Um, he was having some type of a mental illness, um, so on and so forth. Just like the other guy, Floyd, the George Floyd guy or whatever. So this is all in the same time. Remember, this was going on all over the world. I did some information on this at the time, where it wasn't just George Floyd, Daniel Prude, but there were like quite a few people. Like there were people even in London with the same exact situation. China guy holding the guy on the neck. I mean, it was absurd, guys. When I tell you something looking like a comedy book, like it's sick right now. You feel me? So now, on the simple fact that happened, right? I also did a story or a report on the entire situation, right? The people came there. It's like you'd be riding down the street. And I'm looking like, damn, why they got them bricks sitting right there? Like, why is this sitting there? You see stores boarding up their stores. I'm looking like, why the hell they boarding up the stores? Like, what's going on everywhere, right? Come to find out, a couple of days after that, after observing these weird scenarios, the riots broke out behind the Daniel Prude situation. They showed the tape where they had strangled him. He was out in the street, butt naked in the cold, and in the cold of winter. So they arrested him. As I said, all of that was going on, and it's just weird. After that, all these people flooded the city. Rochester is a small town. It's a very small town, Rochester, New York. Compared, I came from Chicago to Rochester, New York, and it's a small town. So when you go there, um, it's not a lot going on as far as like a lot of visitors. They do have a lot of memorial things. They have the Susan B. Anthony house there. The Frederick Douglass was buried there. Like, don't get it twisted. They got some sick, twisted shit going on in Rochester too. I'll say that. We ain't gonna even get into all that, which is why I left there. A lot of things they had going on with all this stuff that was going on, closing everything down, trying to mandate people, all of that. So we ain't gonna get into that. I may get into the history of that. I found a book from a lady that bought the first house in the neighborhood that I lived in. The first black family, a doctor and his wife. I found a memoir of hers. I went to a garage sale. I love garage sales. You find all kind of antiques, valuable things. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. Um, I bought some books from her, and her husband was a doctor. She was a nurse. She had some papers and a couple of things that she had, and I acquired them. So she gave me a lot of insight into what was going on with them being the first black family in that neighborhood at the time. So a lot of things in that nature is kind of crazy when you think about that in New York, the first black family, but we were the indigenous people, Toronto, all of that stuff, and they're so prejudiced there. You would not even freaking believe it. Okay. So anyway, fast forward. They have the first black BL, and I'm saying black intentionally because you heard what I said, black. The first black mayor in Rochester, a female, the first black female, right? After the Daniel Prude incident, there were pictures of her doing the Illuminati signs with the police, sheriff, some deputy, and someone else. So all kind of weird things going on around this situation. Next thing you know, the Kia, not the Kia, the Trumps keeps saying, yeah, they're doing spyware, malware is. There's no protection with the TikTok. They're looking, they're spying on us. This, and that. People need to stop using TikTok. Man, they were trying to get people to stop using TikTok. Trump kept saying and putting it out, so on and so forth. Right? People are still using the TikTok. Still using the TikTok. I've just recently myself added on to the horror, but I rarely get on there. But I know I should not even have it on my phone. But either way, they're spying on you, all kind of ways. So like I don't think it makes much of a difference. I'll be quite honest when I think about it. So I was just like, forget it. Not I've been checking it out a little bit. So when we're thinking about this, right, the next thing that happened, like I said, the flood came into the city. Now they boarded up. Now, how did these stores know that they were going to need to board their stores up? They were boarding up like a couple of days before, so they obviously had been forewarned by the city. How would they know that? So they had their warnings. They were boarding up the cities. You could see bricks, pallets of bricks laying around different. You can buy a bus stop or in front of somebody's apartment complex or just weird stuff was going on. So next thing you know, they flooded in. They started the riot. They were breaking in the stores. They went to the man. They even went to the police station. The police station was new. They had just rebuilt it like maybe 5 years prior to that. They went to the police station, literally burning cars. Listen to this: burning the police cars. I have pictures of this. I've shown it before on my page. I might do another bit of information on that another time. But yeah, there's pictures I've shown of it where they're actually burning the police cars. And guess what? They weren't our people. All these people that we seen, we never seen these people before. So it's like, okay, we can understand people protesting, but what is all this burning cars and starting riots and doing all this nonsense? We don't do ignorant stuff like that. Who is these people? Where the hell they came from? We have people coming into the city, parking all on the bridges downtown. They had all the hotels booked up, coming from out of state to be a part of this riot. And how did they know when the riot would start? How did all these people come in the same time, fill up all the hotels, right? When I tell you the stuff that they do against us is so sickening and disgusting, definitely it was Antifa. Yes, sis. They had Antifa, BLM. People started Black Lives Matter. They were like, hey, what's Black Lives Matter? Man, everyone was so excited about the Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. And I'm explaining to them that's not what it is. It is not that. It's not about that. This is definitely Antifa. George Soros, he funded the program. He funded all of the stuff. So I was doing the story on it. So at the time we were showing all of that, right? So now the next thing um, like I said, they started talking about the TikTok, the TikTok, the TikTok. They got all these clothes. I mean, I'm sorry, these cars coming out, and they want you to do electric cars. They keep pushing electric cars. Everyone needs to be electric. We want everybody to be electric. Out of that, I think they said by 2030. right? They want everyone to have an electric car. Well, who the hell just going out and buying an electric car? First off, who wants to ride around in that damn shit all day? A radioactive vehicle all day, having myself surrounded by that. Y'all already trying to kill us with Wi-Fi, with the food, with the water. I mean, come on, now y'all want to put extra stuff on us. So my thing is that um they're starting this in order to do a few things. So what I'm seeing, this is going to be short because I really just wanted to talk about this because me and my sister were talking about it and it just was driving me crazy. They are trying to get you into the electric vehicles, right? And then on top of that, um, they have a problem with China, obviously. So the banning of the TikTok, they couldn't get people to stop using TikTok. They're trying to make China lose money. So this is why they're trying to have something going on with these vehicles, get the electric cars, the American-made electric cars, the Tesla, the this, and that. You understand? Please pay attention, guys. I hope y'all hear me. So, like literally. So now they want you in the electric cars. Now, keep this in mind, that limits a person. When you have these electric vehicles, they have to charge this and that. You can't just like, oh, my battery's low, and then go get you some juice like you could with gas. You know, your car gets low on gas, you fill your tank up, you keep it moving, right? If you have an electric car, you have to sit for 2 hours or hour at the minimum to get enough juice to even get it to go. So that's very important to think about. If there's anything that breaks out and your family is in jeopardy or something's going on, you feel me? What are you going to do with the electric vehicle? If our electricity goes down, there's some type of EMT attack or anything of the sort, what are you going to do with your electric vehicle when there's no electricity? How will you be able to get around? Like, that makes no sense. If the electricity and everything went down, push come to shove, you can cipher freaking gas at a gas station, even if everything's down and everything's closed down. If people have to make their way, you can find a way to cipher gas from at the gas station. At least there'll be still some gas to get to the physical gas, right? Now, when I thought about this, I'm thinking like, wow, this is crazy. So now, you guys heard of the Kia boys and the Kia girls? Have you guys, somebody put it in the chat if you know what I'm talking about when I say the Kia boys and the Kia girls. I'm going to pull this up real quick for you guys. And while you guys are, let me know if you're familiar with the Kia boys and girls. Let's see. Let's see. Let's find the little Kia boys and the Kia girl. Hold on. Here's one. I just pulled up the first one that came up just so you guys. That's right, sis. Yeah, yeah. It's a whole gang of these freaking thugs, right? Or where did they come from? Where's this gang of kids that just decided to target Kia vehicles and some Hyundais? These are both uh, China-made vehicles. Are you guys aware of that? Are you guys aware that these are China-made vehicles? So it's very odd that, to me, now, not that it's just me. It's very odd to me that they're targeting Kia vehicles when they're telling you, hey, don't use China's vehicles, so on and so forth. Yeah, things of the sort, right? So yeah, yes, yes, exactly. Oh, this thing is acting stupid. Okay, there it goes. Yes, so exactly, sis, exactly. So yeah, so now it's strange and odd to me. Just as the same situation that happened with Mr. Daniel Prude. In his situation, they came and started the riots. They had the bricks there. They had all the people that they hired and that are part of the organization to come in and fill up all the hotels. All the streets was filled up. You couldn't even park nowhere downtown. All of that. And now all of a sudden there's an attack in a whole gang organization of the Kias. Yeah, that part. My sister has a kid. This is how it came up. We were talking about the kids because she has a Kia. She's had the Kia since they like came out. She got it a nice cheap car. It's just her. She get her grandkids and stuff. She's my older sister, so she has grandkids. She had like 14 grandchildren. So she get the kids and do stuff. So that's why she got a little truck. So she got a little Kia truck. So now these kids, right, have gangs that are specifically targeting Kias and the Hyundais. Pay attention. All right. Watch this.
Police say they are looking into what they call a disturbing YouTube video about the Kia boys. The video shows teens in Milwaukee recklessly driving a stolen car.
At one point, they tell the camera it's going to be a bloody summer. Cassidy Williams spoke with the man who made the video. Cassidy joins us live in studio now, and you asked the creator why he filmed it.
Tommy Gershesky, known as Tommy G on YouTube, posted his Kia Boys documentary yesterday. He says he wanted to give the Kia Boys a chance to tell their story, but at least one reckless driving advocate worries it could make other teens want to join them.
Today I'm going boots on the ground, cover a notorious group of kids, the Kia Boys.
In a 16-minute video posted on YouTube, Tommy G spends time with the Kia Boys.
You see people running for their life up there, dude?
Several teens show him their typical afternoon.
Yeah, just another Tuesday for you.
You know, initially I was kind of disgusted because it seemed to make just a big joke of the whole thing.
Jordan Morales lives in Sherman Park and has been an advocate for safer streets in Milwaukee.
You got some cojones, man, that's for sure.
Hell yeah.
Morales worries the video makes stealing cars look cool. Earlier this week, police say a Milwaukee man was killed after speeding in a stolen car.
I think it glorifies it. Obviously, the host of that documentary wasn't, you know, he was laughing along with them and making jokes and stuff like that.
Do you worry at all this video maybe glorifies the Kia Boys?
I think you could ask that about any tough question you have to do. Like, I think at the end of the day, I'd rather talk about something, shed light on it, and I gave them the opportunity to show humanity or to respond. You know, I asked them tough questions, and they kind of revealed how they felt about it themselves. Have you thought about how you would spend that time?
You only gonna do like 3 weeks. It's a misdemeanor.
The Kia Boys say they expect little punishment.
3 weeks is a
They are
misdemeanor.
brazen about violence.
Stay dangerous, man. Summer, bloody summer, man. Y'all, a lot of gonna die.
Something both Tommy G and Morales hope is heard by city leaders.
I think this is something that needs to be covered.
You know, this documentary should serve as a valuable piece of intelligence for city leaders to see what the mindset is.
Let's get out of here, okay?
Gershesky says he
That's one example. Hold on, guys. I want you guys to see another one. So you can see what is, this is how it started. Now, mind you, where is it? Hold on. You got to see the exact one. Trying to find my library. Okay. Okay, this is it, I think. Okay, there we go. Hold on. Now, if I told you guys, keeping in mind, the TikTok is the problem. Remember, they're trying to ban TikTok because TikTok is using the malware, the spyware, to spy on us, get information on us, so on and so forth. So this is why they want to ban TikTok. Now, this whole entire gang, this gang structure started on TikTok. So this video lets you see that. Let's watch.
Boys, teens like these four stealing cars and using them to commit violent crimes. Good evening and thank you for joining us for the Spotlight. I'm David Rose. The next time you see a Kia or a Hyundai with a broken window and without a license plate, it's probably a stolen car. And driving this crime trend is TikTok.
You don't need a key, bro. It should override it, bro.
Damn. This what the Kia Boys doing, man.
The social media platform is brimming with Kia and Hyundai hack videos. The clips show how to hotwire the vehicles using just a USB cable. The technique takes advantage of a design flaw in the ignition systems of both brands of vehicles. The Kia Boys meme began in the Midwest back in 2021, but it has spread coast to coast since then. Kias or Hyundais now account for 21% of car thefts in Philly, 33% of the thefts in Minneapolis, 45% of the thefts in Columbus, Ohio, and 49% in Grand Rapids. And listen to this, a whopping 58% of stolen cars in Milwaukee are Kias or Hyundais. Those aren't the top targets in our region quite yet, but the numbers just obtained by the Spotlight show, it's only a matter of time. Since the start of this year, the Pierce County Sheriff's Department says they have reports of 47 Kias and Hyundais that were either stolen or had their windows broken and ignitions damaged. That's more than 2 taken every day this month. And some of them are used in violent crimes. Tacoma police say the Kia at the gas station we showed you was used just a few hours earlier in a drive-by shooting. And tonight, the woman who took that video as she confronted those teens is telling her story exclusively to the Spotlight.
What'd you do, steal it?
When a food delivery driver and her husband were almost hit twice by these teens in a stolen Kia Forte with the blanket over the broken side window, they called 911. When no officers showed up, Shannon says she got out and started taking video of them.
This is one of those Kia stealing kids.
I swear, I'm gonna crack your phone.
She has 3 teens and wanted their parents to see what these kids were doing.
They definitely are dangerous kids.
Shannon says the guy in the Santa hat got really angry.
He goes up to the car and lifts up the blanket. And when he lifts up the blanket, he yelled at the kids that, you know, we should jump this B word. And all the kids got out of the car.
She says they started coming towards her. She had
Sometimes
with her gun inside.
I have a concealed weapons permit, and
that don't mean they don't got one. These kids be carrying weapons as well. Just to say that, how stupid for some nosy ass fat Karen to worry about what these ignorant kids doing. Call the police and go about your business. Why would you be even saying anything to them? This is antagonistic. You know they're hoodlums. If you know they stole this vehicle, you know they're little hoodlums. You know they're rude. You know they're disrespectful. They don't have any honor. And you know it's kind of that level right now. So you to antagonize them, hey, you kids, you're doing this, start recording them, and then somebody would have pulled a gun out and shot you. They'd have been like, wow, she was in the wrong place, wrong time. No, not the wrong place, wrong time. She was running her mouth, not minding her damn business. Sometimes you have to mind your own business. Sometimes it's not up to you to save the day, especially when this is something that's going on all over the place. People stealing these cars every set. They got thousands of them every week getting stolen. So you think you reporting and saying something about one thing and a bunch of kids and all boys, a whole group of boys, she confronting them. I got a gun. So you going to shoot all 4 of them at one time. You such a idiot with your pale ass brain. But yeah, let's finish listening to the rest of this.
I told them that they need to not come at me aggressively or make me fearful for my life. And at that point, I think they kind of got the hint. And they started heading back towards the car.
What she didn't know at the time is that Tacoma police say these teens had just committed a serious felony crime.
They shot into an occupied residence. Thankfully, no one was struck by these bullets, but we are trying to identify them so they can be taken into custody and go to court for these charges.
Deputies found the stolen Kia abandoned in Lakewood. Then police learned the kid in the red, just 13 years old, was the victim of a shooting the next day. He was already charged with possession of a stolen vehicle and wanted for 2 robberies.
We are taking juveniles into custody for some very serious crimes.
But then he was released on electronic home monitoring.
I just think that parents really need to pay attention to their kids a lot more than they do these days.
White pig.
Shannon says she wasn't bothered by what the teen called her, but she is upset about the current catch and release policies.
If they're in the car that they've stolen and then they run from the police can't pull them over, not unless they've done something and they know they have. So then they just run. They can't do anything. And then if they do catch them, then the police can't talk to them because of the laws in Washington. And so they can only talk to them with a lawyer, and the lawyer's just going to tell the kids not to talk. So, and then even if they get charges, they don't arrest them. They just let them go free.
Deputies say the teens are often...
She's so damn concerned, right, that she's doing a whole interview. She just happened to see some kids in the vehicle putting gas in the car. She looks at them and she decides, oh, this looks like those Kia boys. They've got something over the window. So now she felt that her duty as a concerned citizen since she has a gun, because she's a Karen and I'm sure she's ready to shoot. Let me antagonize these little colored boys. Once I antagonize them enough and they get ready to come whip my ass, I'll just pull my gun out and shoot them. Do y'all hear this shit? Like, am I tripping or what? Like, what's going on here? So when you're thinking about this, all of this is playing into what else is going on. You feel me? Keith, yes. Greetings, brother. All this is playing into kind of what I'm saying about the shit they're doing as far as even this even sounds like the brother said. It sounds scripted. Yeah, it sounds like something's planned. Like I said, they had all those people coming in a matter of 2 days with it being on the news about what happened with Mr. Prude. 2 days, our whole city flooded, all the hotels filled, all the parking is filled downtown. They so park everywhere. All of this is going on. Why? And how? How did these people get here in 2 days for a riot? All these people coming from out of town we never seen before. Then y'all cause a big havoc and riot in our city, burning police cars, turning over cars, all this weird shit I've never seen before ever. And now it's going on. Like, what is this all about? Stage, plot, feel me? All of this. It's 8:30. Okay, yeah, I gotta make sure I'm on time. Peace to everyone that came in. Yep. Waiting. She was waiting on opportunity. Why are you worried about what they doing? You know they hoodlums, you stupid, ignorant little piggy. You see they hoodlums. You just said you know they stole the vehicle. So if you know they stole the vehicle, they're little hoodlums. Report the vehicle. Tell the police the area that you just seen them in at the gas station. Take your little dumb ass home and mind your business. Like, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Man, this should be crazy sometime. Playing with people's life and shit like that. But yeah, check this out, y'all. Let's finish watching this real quick.
Runaways, homeless, and couch surfing.
Oh, they go, they get arrested.
Runaways, homeless, and couch surfing. Let's say that again. They're runaways, they're homeless, and they're couch surfing. So these children have nothing. So they're stealing cars, trying to get around, probably just so they can sleep in the vehicle overnight. Who knows? But you never. Not that that's an excuse. Look at it. Look at this one. Look at it. Look at her smile. Look at her face. Y'all see her face? Do y'all see this animal face? Look how she looking. She happy and pleased. Ooh, yeah. Look. Am I tripping? Like, I'm sorry, y'all. I be trying not to even pay attention to the stuff that be right in your face. But yeah, you can see it. Look at it. Good morning, Anita. Yep. Exactly, sis. They paid to do this shit. They come with they're homeless. Why are they homeless? Because they don't have, if you don't have a residence, which means somewhere you live, your ID. Oh, I stay with my parent. This and that. Most of these kids probably from out of town, just like they did with the Daniel Prude situation. This is what I'm saying. They're doing these things because they're plotting and setting things up. These people knew, like I said, they were boarding up these stores 2 days before the riot started. How the hell would these people know that they were going to be doing a riot? Now, come on. Makes no sense. So now we're looking at these people and look at this demon. I just want y'all to see her face. Look at her. She's smiling. Maybe her face just smiling like that because it's so just part of not anything natural. But yeah, let's go. Look evil as hell.
They let them out, and then they go steal a car again and get arrested. And
Laughing
let
and
them
shit.
out.
What's funny about it,
It's
Goofy?
crazy.
Tacoma police put out this
Goofy.
Crime Stoppers flyer asking for the public's help
Great
to
Goofy.
identify the teens responsible for the drive-by shooting. Photos they have only because Shannon took action.
I mean, I feel bad for them. They're teenagers,
You said you was ready to shoot. You shut your ass up.
Just this past
You was ready
weekend,
to
Pierce
shoot
County
one of them.
Sheriff's
You
deputies
wanted
say they
to.
were called to 2 more violent crimes involving teens in stolen Kias. 3 suspects robbed a 17-year-old who was autistic in front of his own home in Spanaway. Deputies say the teens got out of a Kia with a broken window, and one of them was armed with a gun. He ordered the victim to give them his necklace and his shoes, which he did. Well, then there's this armed robbery also in Spanaway. Take a look at the surveillance video from a convenience store on Pacific Avenue. 2 teens get out of a stolen blue Kia Forte. They're wearing blue bandanas, and when they tried to buy cigarettes, the clerk carded them. So they start grabbing vape pens, stealing 15 worth $25 each. When the clerk tried to stop them, you see him jump back when one of them threatened him with a taser. They took off in that Kia, and now detectives are trying to identify them.
We're seeing Hyundais and Kias taken off from our deputies every single day. If you see a Kia or a Hyundai and you turn around on it because it's missing plates or the headlights out, it's going to take off on you, and more likely it's a stolen vehicle. Multiple robberies every week are being committed by juvenile offenders, and that's not something that we're used to, especially in Pierce County. 15, 16, 17 years old, we're seeing shootings and armed robberies and stolen cars 90% of the times in those incidents. When they get caught, they're charged as adults and they go to big boy jail and they go to prison. And that's not going to help these kids either. These kids
Hiring these kids, giving them a couple of dollars so they can go do this, putting their life in jeopardy.
Records. We need some accountability to make sure these kids can't reoffend while they're out pending.
Some of them homeless, some of them going through.
You know, that there's actually a class action lawsuit in California blaming the car companies for making vehicles that are too easy to steal.
I sent my sister
in response to the public outcry, the companies are advising owners to get a steering wheel.
It's all over Hawkeye. Every city that's going on, brother.
Their
Literally,
vehicles will all be equipped
it was a
with
TikTok
engine
thing.
immobilizers.
We put it out on
shut the
TikTok.
car off if someone tampers with the ignition system. As for TikTok, it says it's taking steps to pull all the Kia Boys content it can find. And a coalition of insurance groups just sent a letter to YouTube asking it to pull any Kia Boys videos that are posted there. Next up on the spotlight, the other teen trend, kid-on-kid violence. The new year is off to a bloody start. 2023 is off to a violent start for cities like Seattle and Tacoma. Police responded to multiple shootings, including a man killed by 3 robbery suspects inside his own teriyaki.
That's enough of that depressing nonsense. I don't know what's real, what the hell ain't real at this point. But listen, the whole point is exactly says this part. Look how they plot to destroy our communities. And like, let me go back to the Daniel Prude situation. Now, when this happened, you know, they had these riots, everything's so horrible. Then next, you know, oh, we're gonna have a city cleanup. So now they got to get funding, right? They get this funding for the city. Where does the money go? In the pockets of the people, right? It goes in the pockets of the people. It's not for our people. It's not going to be beneficial for them. It goes in the pocket of these people that are in control. So they make these things happen. They get paid, you know. So if I would suggest no one buy a Kia, no one get a Kia, no one get a what is it? A Hyundai, not a Honda. No one get a Hyundai or a Kia. They haven't had that problem with the Hyundais or like Lexus, certain cars or whatever are fine, but it's like really crazy, guys. I definitely am about to get out here because I got meeting in a bit, but this excuse me. My ear just cleared up. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I've been drinking this tea all morning. But yeah, we need to make sure that we being careful too, because I mean this is nuts. But yeah, I'm about to get out of here, guys. I just thought me and my sister had a conversation. I really wanted to just jump up here and talk about that. Nothing particular. And I'm gonna have something a little later. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have something going on a little bit later. Peace, love, and bliss. Until next time. Peace. I'm out.